Dr. Matthew Walker said, sleep is the Army Swiss knife of health. When sleep is deficient, there is sickness and disease. When sleep is abundant, there is vitality and health. What a powerful statement. We know that sleep is the most powerful thing that we can be doing as human beings. And that's why I want to recommend this book called Why We Sleep. It's one of the books that I recommend to all my clients that I train. My name is Coach Joshua here, and I work with high-level performing men who are executives, entrepreneurs, business owners. And one of our pillars here is sleep, stress management, and recovery. And it's one of the things that I preach about all the time is that we need to be sleeping better and we need to be sleeping more. Because the truth of the matter is we do not sleep enough as humans and as a society. And that often leads to mental health issues, leads to weight gain, leads to suicidal rates going up. I mean, it's a whole bunch of negative things that a lack of good sleep leads to. And today I want to talk about sleep hygiene and how that can benefit you and how it can increase not only your performance in the gym, but outside the gym, but it could also extend your life. It could also make you feel better mood, and it can help you with your relationships. It can help you in every area of your life. And I believe that sleep is one of the most powerful tools that we have up there with exercise. And so I definitely recommend Why We Sleep by Dr. Matthew Walker. Highly recommend buying this book. But let's just jump through 7 kind of things that I want to talk about when it comes to sleep. And I think this is the same exact thing that I would tell my clients if I'm working with you in our facility. These are the things that we would be going through to try to figure out how can we help you sleep better so that your performance is better in the gym, your mental performance is better, right? Because a lot of my clients, they are in high stressful situations where they are managing their companies, they're managing their teams, they're working with people, and they're making really, really tough decisions. And when they're not sleeping correctly or efficiently, or their sleep is not being optimized, and they're not getting quality sleep, that can have detrimental effects to their decision making. So this is kind of what I would take them through when we're trying to build sleep hygiene, a sleep ritual in their lives. The thing that I want to talk about first is the 3-2-1 protocol. The 3-2-1 protocol is pretty simple. I got this from a guy named Dan Go. I really like this strategy here. And it's basically 3 hours before bed, try not to eat food. 2 hours before bed, try not to drink liquids. And then 1 hour before bed, try not to do blue light or watch TV or be on cellular devices, because we know that we are being consumed by technology today more than ever. And I think this is one of the big things that is hindering us from getting quality, deep sleep, right? And then we gotta kind of take it a step further is, what about caffeine, alcohol, right? These things are important, right? Because we know that caffeine can stay in your brain for up to 8 to 10 hours. So with my clients, I like to tell them, man, like, stop drinking caffeine no later than 2 p.m., ideally 12 p.m. at noon is probably the best strategy, because many of them do try to go to sleep, around 9 to 10:30, around there. And so caffeine, stopping between 12 and 2 p.m. is probably ideal to get good quality sleep if you're going to bed roughly around 10 o'clock. Alcohol is a big one. So with alcohol, majority of my clients drink, and so we try to figure out, okay, how do we still do the things you want to, right? But also know that alcohol has zero benefits and for your health, and it will affect your sleep. There's no doubt about it. The literature is there that supports that caffeine and alcohol will affect your sleep. But when you do it, can lessen the effect of it being detrimental to your health. So with alcohol, I try to say, if you can, try to not drink alcohol 3 to 5 hours before bed. And oftentimes that's hard, but if it's the summertime and you're out having a good time and you start day drinking, try to cut off your drinking by like 6 p.m., 7 p.m. at latest, 3 to 5 hours before bed. And oftentimes that would help, that would help your sleep. It won't affect it as much, right? So that's another strategy we use here. I tell them to also think about either an infrared sauna, a dry sauna, or a warm bath before bed. That often calms the body down. So infrared sauna, or just a regular dry sauna, 1 to 2 hours before bed, something I can recommend. I also recommend darkening your room. So if you have blinds in your room, just try to really buy some blinds or curtains that can take the light out of the room. Now, if you don't have that, you don't have that fancy ability to do that, then I recommend some eye covers like this. And this is a brand from Bon Charge, but honestly, you can go on Amazon and buy eye covers. I like these because it does do a good job of blocking all the surrounding light in the eye. And so I find these have probably been my favorite ones that I've used for eye covers. So this brand is called Bonfire. I have no affiliation with them. I just like these eye covers. Blue light. Blue light. This is the big one, right? Many of us are on our cellular devices before bed, on social media, or you're watching TV, or you're working late on your laptop or your computer. So blue light is going to affect your sleep. It's going to affect the depth of your sleep as well. It's going to affect your REM sleep and your deep sleep. So I highly recommend, if you are someone who stays up late or likes to stay up late, one of the strategies that I work with my clients, especially some that do tend to work later, is blue light glasses. And so I got these blue light glasses from Amazon, and these are called Sleep ZM. And I just find that these really do make a difference. So anytime I'm working at night, I tend to use these, and these tend to help me a lot. So I definitely recommend you getting some blue light glasses. It can be beneficial to your sleep, and what they do is just take the blue light from the screen, and you'll see like orange or red, and that's supposed to still help you. That's supposed to help you out, increase your melatonin so that you can feel sleepy and for bedtime, right? And then one that I didn't mention here is setting the circadian rhythms, and this is something that Andrew Huberman talks about a lot. But it's getting sunlight upon waking up. I oftentimes don't have the ability to get sunlight right away because I'm up early in the morning, and I often, now in the summertime, it's a little bit easier to get sunlight at night. But I always say upon the first 2 hours upon waking up, studies show that can set the circadian rhythm. So going outside, not using any sunglasses, but really just trying to get sunlight can be really, really beneficial to setting the circadian rhythm for that day and helping you kind of get ready for bed at night. So that's important. Upon waking up, it's not just going to sleep, it's also upon waking up. So I'll say 2 hours in the morning before the first 2 hours of sunlight, that should help you in your sleep, okay? And then upon the first 2 hours of sunlight, and then upon the last 2 hours of sunlight, that also helps you set the circadian rhythm. So that's at dusk, dawn. So that's a quick little strategy too that you can use, is 2 hours in the morning and 2 hours before the sun sets. That's a great way. Go on a walk, 10-15 minute walk. That really will help you a lot. And then finally, the last one I often get comments on, either through my own clients or people that I interact with through social media, is supplements. What type of supplements should I be taking? Should I be taking any supplements? Obviously, the thing that I'm going to say for anyone watching this is consult with your doctor first. I'm not giving medical advice here. I'm just giving recommendations on sleep that, based off of studies and literature that I've seen, that these are the best kind of supplements that help people. But as always, make sure that you consult with your medical provider and physician first and foremost when it comes to adding supplements to your diet or to your life, right? But these are the supplements. There's probably a few more, but these are the common ones that I would sort of lean on when I'm thinking about sleep. And it's magnesium glycinate, magnesium threonate, inositol, L-theanine, glycine, and then the one that I kind of have an asterisk around is ashwagandha. That one, it's optional, but ashwagandha helps with lowering your stress and anxiety and just giving you, and putting you in more of a calm state. So it's been shown to really help with that, but not everyone needs it. And so I don't recommend it for everyone, but it's something I put there because it does help a bunch. But definitely the main ones that I would recommend adding into your sleep ritual is magnesium glycinate, okay? And that's anywhere from 200 to 500 milligrams. Inositol, studies show about 900 milligrams. And this is actually coming from Andrew Huberman's sleep supplement protocol. So shout out to Andrew Huberman. And then L-theanine is roughly between 100 to 400 milligrams. So what I personally like to do is magnesium glycinate, I try to get like 200 milligrams. Inositol, I do that every once in a while. So I don't really do that one as much, but L-theanine, I try to do about 1 to 200 milligrams, and then glycine, about 3 grams of that. So these 5 supplements seem to be the best for sleep and for people who are more anxious and dealing with a lot of pressure and anxiety, or or just want to improve their mood as well. These are just some that I think can really help a lot. Especially for some of my clients, a lot of them are living more in a fight or flight stage. So you have 2 different types: sympathetic, which is fight or flight, right? So your heart rate increases, you're in a heightened and alert state. And then you have your parasympathetic, which is your rest and digest. It's more of a heart calming down. You got a lower resting heart rate. You're more relaxed, and that's where we want our clients to be at before bed, right? There's a time to use both. There's a time to be sympathetic, and there's a time to be parasympathetic, and you just have to know when to do that. And I think for sure a lot of people are sympathetic before they go to bed, and so oftentimes they're waking up during the night. They can't sleep deep enough, and so these are just some strategies that can help people stay asleep, get deep, restful sleep, and then also help them feel refreshed the next morning. So that's my kind of sleep hygiene, kind of protocol, kind of routine that I like to kind of take my clients through. And obviously all of them are different. Some of them already have a sleep hygiene, and we just try to troubleshoot. We try to fix anything that we need to fix, or we add or take away things that maybe they shouldn't be doing. But the truth of the matter is that everyone is different, and we customize it based off that person. Try to find simple strategies that are easy, effective, and really, really work for that person and their lifestyle. So hopefully this was helpful for you, and I hope that this could be something you could use in your own life. So you want to increase your performance, you want to live longer, and you want to live healthier. This is one way you can do that. My name is Coach Joshua. I'm the founder and owner of Transform Athlete here in Atlanta, Georgia. Hopefully this was helpful for you. And as we always say here, get 1% better and make sure you're crushing your goals. Take care, guys. Hopefully have a great day. Talk to you guys soon.